going on, everybody? Joel here from State 48 Exotics, and it has been forever since you have seen a video on here. I think something like 46 years maybe. Yeah, long time. But you know, with that, we've been doing quite a bit. You know, we're finally moved into the house. We are in the new facility finally. So it's been a lot. We've been, you know, a lot of moving parts, right? You know, got all the snakes removed. You know, we've moved both, you know, we've moved 2 times. So we've moved the entire group of animals 2 times in like a year and a half. So the breeding season has been weird. Everything has been a little off, but with any luck, we actually hit some eggs this year. So we're gonna kind of give you a rundown on that. Some of the updates around here, you know, move some snakes to some new tubs, and some of kind of last year's animals that I feel like didn't get a lot of exposure, and now they've grown up a little bit. They're looking amazing, so figure right now is a great time to show some of them off. But I've missed this a little bit, so hopefully we can get into a good routine. And if you've been following along for very long, you know I've said that quite a bit. So we're gonna do our best to just do our best, right? But without further ado, let's kind of jump into some of these snakes. Real quick, here's some of the progress on the room. We got the bird room put up. You know, we'll share that one for another time. But got all the racks in. A few tubs we're cleaning out right now. So yeah, this was exciting. You know, we moved some animals up to some new tubs. This here is a Hidden Gene Woma Pied. It's she, I should say. She is also 100% het clown. So really excited for the Hidden Gene Woma Clown Pied project. Really like Hidden Gene Woma in clown in general. So then we got next up here. This is what I think is Pastel Spot Nose Lesser Puzzle. She's starting to get pretty dang big, actually. So very excited for that girl. Hopefully this next season coming up, she'll be ready, and we can get her in the rotation, because I have some ideas for this girl here, and she's looking really good. I mean, let's just check this out really quick. I mean, look at this is like the layer cake of ball pythons, right? We have all these defined layers running through the animal. So that's one thing Puzzle does a really good job at, is kind of giving us, you know, 3 different patterns to kind of work with as you move up the snake. So one of the huge things that I really like about Puzzle. Next up here we have this is a Posset. This is a Pastel Lesser GHI Spot Nose Posset, you know, 66% het Puzzle. But when she came out, this, you know, the color tone on this animal looks like what like pavement really looks like, you know, like that faded yellow kind of black top coming through. Reminds me of, like, you know, my childhood memories of playing on blacktop and recess. This is kind of what it looked like. The paint was never fresh, and it just kind of looked a little like gritty and faded, and that's something I really actually enjoy about this snake. You know, this color is really cool, and that's a big help with GHI and Pastel, obviously, you know, in the mix is really making this color look great. So with any luck, she will prove out to be 100% het Puzzle, and then we can get this in a visual puzzle. And next up we got this girl here. This is just a normal clown, 100% het pied. Hatched her out from, I have this really cool looking clown that we've been working with here. You know, got her at a reptile show randomly, you know, when we first started this, and she's just super unique looking. And this girl here looks a lot like mom, you know, has a weird color tone kind of to her. You know, obviously she's being pretty shy. She has a unique head, but I don't want to mess with her too much since we just moved her over here. So hopefully, you know, in the next few years, maybe even end of next year, we could get her in the lineup. She's a really good eater. So but you know, Clown Pied project near and dear to my heart. Really love that project, but you know, just keep adding some animals to the list that will hopefully push us to a great direction in that project, because I think there's a lot still to be done. So, you know, extremely excited for the Clown Pied project. I think it has, you know, it's the coolest two recessives put into one snake. How can you go wrong, right? It's an absolute no-brainer. But with that, we're gonna jump into the clutches we have so far this year, and I'm gonna start with kind of just showing the 3 males I feel like that were kind of, they were the ones doing all the work this year. They had some heavy burdens to lift, you know, so we'll check those 3 guys out, check 3 girls out that just laid, and then we'll wrap this thing up. All right, so big star this year was this guy right here. Looking a little lean right now. You know, he has been off food for quite some time, but this guy right here, this is the Hypo White Lace. You know, we missed out a little bit on a few pairings from him while we've been moving all of these snakes so many times. You know, some of these girls that we had really big plans with him didn't go. So this was finally his year to shine a little bit, and boy was he busy. So very excited about the Lace project in general, and Mix Hypo, and it's again a no-brainer. So the next guy up right here is Leroy, is what his name was, as he earned. This is a leopard yellow belly pinstripe pied. You know, faded quite a bit, you know, browned out, I guess you'd call it. We still got some hints of color there on the edges of his saddle, and obviously not completely brown, you know, but compared to what this animal looked like when it was mere infant, he has gotten a lot darker over time. But with that, he's 100% het for clown, so paired him up quite a few females this year, and with any luck, we can get some pretty unique looking clown pieds out of this guy. So extremely excited. Oh, and wouldn't you know it, this guy is in shed. So this is our fire yellow belly clown, 100% het pied. He proved out this last year. Wasn't really certain of that, and you know what was crazy is he also, the 2 animals I bred him to only produce pieds. So could be crazy good luck. Maybe this guy's a visual clown pied, you know, I have no idea. So we're gonna repeat some of those pairings this year, and hopefully we can get to the bottom of what this guy's really doing. So now we're gonna switch gears real quick. This girl just shed. So maybe with any luck, you know, 30 days from now, we're gonna get hopefully a group of eggs from this girl here. This is a leopard stranger, 100% het pied posset clown, and that was bred to that very animal we just showed you, the yellow belly fire clown. So 100% het pied. Obviously, you know, you just heard the story, but this should prove out, you know, whether or not this girl is carrying clown, and will hopefully give us some really cool pies nonetheless. Okay, so this girl here, I'm not gonna mess with her a whole bunch, but that is a fire clown pied. So that's our fire clown pied girl. She was bred to our Hypo White Lace. I don't wanna mess with her too much, really, you know, while we're getting in there, because I think she's actually very close to laying, so very excited for that. She was also paired to the leopard yellow belly pinstripe pied, you know, het clown. So if we get any pieds coming out of that clutch, you know, it'll probably be pretty easy to tell who the dad is. And if we don't get any pieds out of that clutch, it'll be easy to tell who the dad is. So I almost, you know, fingers crossed, kind of hope the Hypo White Lace took that clutch. He was the last to breed with her. So maybe he did, but very excited for that. You know, the Hypo Clown Pied Lace is gonna be pretty mental. The Clown Pied Lace that Canova posted, phenomenal, right? Like, the Lace is, you know, everybody knows it. Super excited for the Lace project, and a lot of the pairings we have this year is hopefully gonna bring the future of the Lace project here to just, you know, that next level we're always shooting for. So very excited for that, but let's dive into some of these pairings and keep on rolling. All right, so this was the first girl to lay this year. Obviously, you know, she's looking a little thin, but with any luck here in the next couple days, we'll get our first small meal in her, and then, you know, we're off to the races again. But this is a pastel super gravel pied, and this girl here was paired to solely the Hypo white lace. So with this clutch, super excited for it. Obviously, we're getting 0 normals out of it. You know, we have 2 supers going at it. So everything in the clutch is going to be a gravel. Everything in the clutch is going to be a lace. They're all going to be Het Hypo, Het Pied. Some of them will be pastel, and all of them will be absolutely fantastic. So very excited for this clutch. You know, no visuals yet, obviously, but you got to start somewhere with some of these recessive projects, and here's a big start for us. This is a Yellow Belly Clown. You know, honestly, really didn't think she was going to go this year, but she gave us a little bit of a surprise clutch. You know, we paired her, obviously, we read all the signs, but I must have missed the ovulation, and because I missed the ovulation, I just really wasn't kind of super highly focused on maybe what she was doing. Pulled the tub open, 3 big old pearly whites in there. First time mom, you know, sort of a small clutch, but very excited. She was paired to the Leopard Yellow Belly Pinstripe. This girl here is also Pas Het Pied, so hopefully we can prove that out. Whew, okay, next girl that just laid for us. This is our Orange Dream Cine Vanilla Bongo, and this was paired to the Orange Dream Yellow Belly Red Stripe Leopard Pied. You know, in a world where everything's going towards the quads and the triple recessives, there's still a massive amount of work to be done in some of these single recessive traits. You know, I mean, look what we see every year, right? So Bongo Pieds, they're some of my favorite pieds. You know, we're getting a lot of pattern in them. We're getting a lot of pattern within the pattern, which is always exciting. And to add Red Stripe to that, I think we'll hopefully unlock some very unique looking pied combos in the future. And you know, hopefully with any luck, we hit ourselves like a Super Orange Dream, Red Stripe, Bongo, Cine Vanilla. You know, just knock it out of the park, right? But yeah, here she is. She's doing fantastic, and cannot wait for those eggs to hatch. So there it is. There's the long-awaited update from State 48 Exotics. We are ready. We're ripping and roaring here. We got another season coming. We got 3 clutches. Really excited for a few more pairings. We have a couple of puzzle clutches that I think are going to be pretty cool. We are working Bongo into puzzle, so hopefully with any luck we can hit ourselves a Bongo puzzle combo, maybe even this year, or just hopefully just at least a Bongo puzzle. I know a lot of people are working towards that goal, and there's been some epic whiffs that suck, you know, to see. So hopefully somebody hits the Bongo puzzle this year. I personally would prefer it to be me, but hopefully somebody does, because I think that's going to work great. I mean, the Bongo Clown is cool, you know, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for, if you've made it this far, thank you for that. And if you've been tuning in all these years, I really appreciate it. We are the most consistent channel out there. So hopefully we will keep that standard up. But yeah, expect some videos, you know, now that we actually have some content. You know, kind of some of the downsides of social media is, you know, there's a lot of room for just posting all the time. But with that, you know, I never really want to feel forced to make a YouTube video or post something on Instagram or anything like that. So when we actually have stuff that we can post, definitely gonna post it, because this stuff still gets me just as excited as it did, you know, years ago when we first started this. But I hope everybody's season's going great. Thank you again for tuning in. Let me know what you think. And until next time, we will see you later.